Okay, this is a video for paintandpolygons.com. As I'm beginning to Zbrush, I thought I'd help other beginners because when you start out it can be an incredibly daunting program to use. The interface isn't amazingly laid out, to say the least. So when you start off, this is the screen you'll have. You've got this is the file option, the toolbar at the top, which you'll see in basically every program ever. So you got transform, spend a lot of your time there. You got your plugins, everything you need is there. And then you've got your Lightbox, which is sort of like a Metro style file browser, where you can load up previous projects, models, any file that you need will be in there. And then on your left you have the brush editing panel, so you can add alphas to brushes when it eventually loads. So I might want that alpha on the brush, although right now I don't want an alpha. Change stroke, etc. Now the first thing which you'll want to do is you'll want to go in and you want to grab some sort of mesh. I'm just going to choose this because it's already in Polymesh 3D, although you can get any object and turn it into Polymesh 3D, or alternatively you can import a 3D file you made in programs such as 3ds Max in the obj format. Would be the most obvious, or if you're using Maya, the Maya file. Well, I won't be doing that right now. So let's create a Polymesh 3D, which is strange star. Now, as you'll notice, this has suddenly lit up. I can now move, scale, rotate. However, as soon as I create a second one, if I undo that, I can no longer edit this one because it's become a 2D shape, essentially. Not entirely, but yes. So we'll go ahead and undo it and create a new one. Now we'll go into edit mode, and you can only move the the vertexes which already exist. So you can't really do much with this right now because, well, there's not many vertexes. So I'll just go right ahead, geometry, divide, 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 divide. It's always better to stay in a low resolution when you start off, and then move up when you get to the more detailed sections. As you can see, standard brush, it's just the brush which you'll be used to using in any other sculpting programs. So that's the sort of effect you'll get. To navigate, you just click down anywhere that's not on the mesh, or you can also do it in this box if, for example, if you're zoomed in. To zoom in, you hold down Alt, click, let go of Alt, and then drag in or out to go backwards and forwards. Or in order to pan, you hold down Alt and click. You can also do rotation locking, so when you go to rotate, hold down Shift and then you'll lock into various positions. You can turn on perspective, you can turn off perspective, and that's the most basic navigation, but that is what you'll be using. You can change the tool, so for example I might like to use the clay tool, which gets a very slightly different effect, and then up here is where you'll find the options. So I might want to increase the Z intensity, which will then increase how much of an effect each stroke has. I might want to increase the draw size, which is quite obvious what effect that had, or the focal shift. Now you can either make it a very soft, the shape. You can either make the shape of it very soft, or you can make it very hard. And you're not seeing the effect because I have screwed up Polymesh. But yeah, you can either make it very and also make a clay brush. So you can make it very smooth like that, or if you put the focal shift all the way down, you'll get a very hard, ugly effect, such as that. Of course, you've got other options. So I could have an alpha matte. So this is fairly self-explanatory, but as you can see, gives this sort of effect to, well, yes. And that is the basics. In order to do texturing, you'll turn on RGB mode, get rid of Z-add mode. RGB intensity is right up. Wait for that to load. I don't want the texture, and then you can change a colour, and then you can paint on it. So then there you are. So you've already got painting, and it's all, you can start off very basic, but then when you pair it up with something, so for an example, if you go up in here, you can change your stroke. So you might want to make it spray, and then you might want to make it bright green, just to make it obvious. Then put on something like that, and then you get this fleckled, is that a word? Look, which would be good for things such as skin, where you're trying to imitate subsurface scattering. And that is lesson number 1 on ZBrush. If you just go in and do some experimentation, that'd probably be a very good start. It's how I have started to learn. It's quite easy to pick up once you know the basics. But yeah, go in and enjoy. Thank you very much. All tutorials will be uploaded 1 week prior to the upload on YouTube on paintandpolygons.com, so go there and press the subscribe button on the right hand side of the website if you would like to watch them early. Thank you very much.